It's the Tom Daniels garbage truck. It's mod, it's mad, it's the most. It's a 124 scale model kit. Hello everyone and welcome back. This is my official entry into the second annual Tom Daniels group build hosted by Chris Cortel and Classic Plastic 101 and Dirk Pitt. So here we are, as you can see in front of you. Kind of like this kit. I haven't, of course, put this one together yet, but it kind of called to me on the shelf, so I picked her up. I actually got this kit at my local hobby shop. It was for $21.95. It's a monogram, and it's a skill level 2. You can turn this around. Like I said, the side box basically shows the same as what's on the cover of the box. And as we turn it around, let me kind of bring it in a little bit closer. Hopefully, when I open this up, we'll see if it actually comes with the figures like it shows on the cover art. So it does show you the rear look of the garbage truck, which shows 3 figures. Looks like a couple of them playing some musical instruments, and we have one female dancing to the sounds of some rock and roll. And of course then it gives you a little bit more 3/4 front profile for this one here, as you can see there, with the surfboards and the scuba tanks. And let's see, we'll turn this thing around, and of course like any monogram kit, it does tell you the features of it, which is the length is going to be a total of 6 7/8 inches. Number of parts will be 57. It's going to be molded in white. The decals are going to be the water slide, and of course then right here we have the color callouts for our paint guide. So like I said, with that being said, stand by and we will be right back, and we'll open this thing up and give you a little bit of an out-of-box review. So see you shortly. Alright, and we are back, and first off, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the the instructions here first. And it's a typical monogram instructions, and this is going to be kit 4198. Again, it shows you the picture of the garbage truck, and of course then it shows you 3 different poses for it. Gives you a little bit of some background summary of the garbage truck, a little story behind it, and of course when we open it up, we also have basically again our paint guide in 3 different languages. It also has your decal application instructions. And what I like always with the monogram is they give you the part name as well as the part number, so at least you know what you're talking about when you're putting this stuff together. So there's actually 42 parts with their parts name, and as we go through, we'll see if we actually have the guitar player and the dancer. So, but next page, basically this is going to be a 5-step process, and of course they start you off here with the tires and some of the front suspension, and like I said, it's kind of an exploded view of each step, putting it together to get it complete. And here's step number 2, again putting the tires and the drive shaft and the leaf springs on the chassis, and then they go into the actual front end of the truck here, as you can see. And then we've got step number 3, as well. And then we've got step number 4, which we're getting close to completion. And looks to me like we do have figures in there that are posed on the back end of the truck. And then of course then we do the final 5, and it basically is I guess showing you where the decal placement is. There's that. So that's pretty much it for the instructions. Set that off to the side. When you open up the box, I came across with 2 packages of 2 sprues, one being the chrome sprue. So, like I said, I don't know exactly all the parts names here, but we can kind of give it a quick little look for you. And just kind of show it to you close up. There you go. Alright. So those are the chrome parts. And then we got our another set of sprues, like I said, molded in white. Basically we have here's the hood of the garbage truck, and it looks, you know, looks nicely clean, hardly any flashing, nice detail. It looks like part of the drive shaft and rear suspension. Very nice. And this is part of the rear hatch of the garbage truck. Again, hardly any flash on it whatsoever. So nicely molded. And then we have our 3 figures, 2 guitar players and 1 dancer grooving to the music. There you go. So that's pretty cool. I like to see that they have the figures with it. Very nice. And this next set of sprue, we of course have our surfboards. We have a total of 4 of those. And this will probably be part of the garbage truck itself again. Not sure where it goes yet, but we'll find out later. So there's that. And then we have our side parts for the garbage truck, and we'll start off with that. And it's real nice. We got the little swimming fins attached to the rear end of the side panel on both sets. Very cool. And this is part of the tires, I would imagine. So there you go. And then we have our chassis. Basically, the part of the engine is molded, transmission I guess it is. It's molded on the underside of the chassis of the garbage truck. So see there. And you can see all these parts have hardly any flash whatsoever on it. So pleased to see that. Alright, there's that. And then we've got another sprue here. Again, part of the, I guess, the roof of the garbage truck there. Some more side panels for the garbage truck. And then we have our scuba tanks that are in half, so we'll just have to glue them, you know, to make them complete. And I guess there's some more odds and ends parts here for the garbage truck, I imagine. So there's that. And then we have our seats for the garbage truck. Again, nicely detailed. Like I said, especially in the seats themselves. So there you go. Very cool. And then of course we have our tires. So we have our rear slick tires here. Very nice, clean, detailed. Alright. And then we have our front tires. As you can see here. Got some nice looking treads on them. Alright, so those are our tires, and then finally we have our decal sheet, our water slide decal sheet. And of course we have nicely detailed, nice and clean. And as you can see here, I'll just kind of pan it around for you. And then on the lower half we have optional surfboard decals if you want to customize or use the decals for your surfboards if you don't want to paint them up. So that'll be pretty neat. So like I say, that's about it. This is, like I said again, this is my entry into the second annual Tom Daniels build, again hosted by Dirk Pitt and Chris Cortel, and looking forward to putting this together. So until then, hope everybody has a good weekend, and we will catch you on the next update of this build. So until then, see you all later.